Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Barnard. Joining me in the studio is Darla Wurtenberger, Director of Community Outreach at St. Luke's Hospital. Hi Darla, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, welcome. So you are here from St. Luke's.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit, you're a registered nurse,
Yes,
but you
I
have
am.
another big job.
I do. I'm Director of Community Outreach,
Okay.
and St. Luke's has been doing that for about 30 years, back when health and wellness was just coming into names that people thought more about how to keep themselves healthy. So about 4 years ago, we became what's called a Spirit of Women hospital.
Okay.
The Spirit of Women organization is a national organization. We have over 115 hospitals and health systems across the nation that really work to get women to take action for their health. You know that women make most of the decisions in your household,
We
right?
know
Regarding
that.
health
We talked about
and
that.
when to buy a house, whatever
Right.
it might be.
Every decision.
But we need to keep them healthy, and
Right.
women tend to think of themselves last.
Right.
So the Spirit of Women helps us target women's health and wellness programs so we can keep them healthy. If they're healthy, the rest of their family's going to be healthy.
Right, that's exactly right. So what are the types of programs that you offer for just any woman at St. Luke's who wants to come in?
Right. Well, we do a calendar of events. We send it out 3 times a year. It can be from anything from nutrition and exercise, which are always the top topics that women want to know
Right.
about. Sleep habits,
Right,
breast health.
that's a big one.
And a really big one of ours right now is cardiovascular for women and heart disease. You know, women, we've been neglected, I should say, over the past few years, but now physicians and healthcare providers are learning to be more what we call gender sensitive, because the symptoms that women may present with regarding heart disease, or even getting women to check out their heart, is one thing that we can do a better job at. So we have a big program on that with a new Women Heart support group that we facilitate each month. We do things on pelvic health. We do fun events. The Spirit of Women program, actually, it's so unique, because when we first became a hospital, Spirit of Women Hospital, I didn't quite get it. And then I realized when women come together with their girlfriends, with their moms, with their daughters, with their sisters, there's a spirit that erupts from that, and they leave empowered to know, well, if this happens to me or I know someone with this, I know exactly what to do.
Right.
And that's what's important.
Okay, so I'm your consumer. I'm a
Yes.
woman in my 40s. What do you have to offer to me, and what are some health tips that you might tell me?
Well, first of all, you know, education is the key to anything. So, and sometimes that's just being aware. What are the things that you need to look for? We have these decade panel cards, which we give women when they join Spirit of Women. Let's talk about membership just a little bit. It's a free membership. And we have over 8,000 women right now that are Spirit of Women members. Now, what does that mean?
8,000 in St. Louis.
In St. Louis,
Wow.
the metropolitan
Okay.
area. What that means is they get our calendar of classes mailed to their home 3 times a year.
Okay.
They get advance notice by email of special events that come up. For instance, last year when Dr. Oz came to town, we were a sponsor of that program, so we were able to send out an advance notice to our members, and they were able to come to the
Invite
program,
them.
which was really, really
So
nice
how
for
do
them.
I join up?
You join online
Okay.
at our website, stlukes-stl.com.
Okay.
Click on there, we'll send you out a membership packet, or you can call us at 314-205-6654. And it's that easy. When you get your membership packet, you'll get flyers and calendars on things we have coming up. It also has, which is unique, a retail rewards program associated with it. So you get a Spirit key tag you put on your key ring.
Okay.
And then when you go to those area retailers that are supporters of women's health programming, then you get some type of a discount. All that comes in your welcome packet. Then you get your decade panel card for whatever decade of life you're in. Can I talk about those just a minute?
Well, we're
Good.
going to take a break
Okay.
and talk about that in just a minute.
Okay.
I know you've got some big events that you want to talk about as
Yes.
well. So we are going to take a quick break. As I
Okay.
said, we will have more with Darla when we return. And remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. We're back with more after this. Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Barnard. Still with me in the studio is Darla Wurtenberger, Director of Community Outreach at St. Luke's Hospital. We were talking about St. Luke's Spirit of Women program, and one of the events coming up, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, we left you with talking about the decade by decade health that's important for women. So tell us a little bit about what you do with that program.
Well, again, through education and awareness, we focus on women's and how their health needs change about every decade. So we have the decade panel cards, we call them, that we send out to all of our members, and it really helps them work with their physician to get the screenings and preventive tests.
So it tells you specifically what you need done at every age.
If you were in your 40s, these are the things you should have. Some women just think of their pap smear and their mammogram and that's it, but there's things like a thyroid test, a skin test, to check for any types of skin cancer, all kinds of things, and it's really important that women are aware of that.
So does it tell me on there how many hours of sleep I'm supposed to have each night? Because that's like my big weakness.
It doesn't tell you how many hours you should have, but it does tell you to talk with your physician about it. That is important. Women's sleep is a big issue.
It's a huge issue. It's one my friends and I talk about. Nobody gets enough sleep. Yeah.
You should come to our programs then.
We need to. So you've got 2 big events every year, and one of the biggest ones is coming up in a week or so. So tell us about that. It's a dance program.
Yes, the Day of Dance event will be on Saturday, February 25th at the Ritz-Carlton from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It actually is a national event. So it's part of all the Spirit of Women hospitals across the nation. The last Saturday in February each year do a Day of Dance event of some sort. This is our 4th year.
So it's going on all over the country.
Yes.
And I could come at 9 o'clock in the morning to the Ritz-Carlton. Can I sign up there, or do I need to sign up ahead of time?
No, you need to pre-register. And actually, we have been filling up. We have a lot of women that want to come to this event because they love to dance.
Right.
And so if
do you get to pick what kind of dance you're doing, or what is it?
Actually, it's instruction. We partner with Dance St. Louis. So you're going to see such dances at the Brazilian Samba, Jazzercise, Zumba, cardio hip hop, of course the YMCA dance. There's all types of party dances.
Do I get to choose which dance, or does everybody do the same thing?
It's like a wedding reception. You get on the dance floor and you just start dancing, and you don't have to stop. If you do stop, there's free health screenings. There's informational booths of all of our clinical areas, so in cardiology, cardiothoracic surgery, orthopedics, whatever you want to talk about, there are health professionals there to help you.
Wow, it sounds like a great program.
It
sounds like a lot of fun. And
you
get a good
lot
workout,
of fun.
right? That's the most important thing.
We tell people wear comfortable clothing. You will work out, but there's refreshments there. There's plenty of water stations for you.
Okay, and will there be doctors there, or you said there's screening, so who is doing the screening?
Well, the clinical staff do the screens. We have blood pressure, bone density, pulmonary function, body mass index. The physicians will be at the clinical area, so there'll be cardiac surgeons and cardiologists at the cardiac table. There'll be orthopedics there, orthopedic table, sleep medicine experts there. So you really just have to pick out what you want to learn more about. And we encourage women, come, dance, have fun, and then pick up something, some education piece, walk away with it, and do something with it.
So we register online, or we call your
Register
office?
online is the best way to do it.
Okay. Well, this sounds like a great program. I think I want to come.
I hope you can
bring
join
my
us.
friends, my girlfriends. It's just for girls, right?
Well, men can come.
Oh, they can? Okay. Very good. All right. Well, we thank you so much for coming, and come to the Day of Dance, and all the information is on your screen right now. It is a week from Saturday at the Ritz-Carlton, 9 to 12:30, and sounds like a great opportunity to burn some calories and learn about your health and hang out with
walk away feeling energized and walk away with your girlfriends. Yes, come with your girlfriends.
Yeah, it sounds like so much fun. So thank you so much for
joining
joining us. And I want to thank you for being with us again. And when we return, we will have Ephraim and Demariam. He is the program coordinator of the Africa World Documentary Film Festival 2012. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on STLTV.net. Stay tuned to STL TV.